Hello all, happy Tuesday. I hope your Monday was good and you had a good evening with your family. Did some fun stuff outside maybe. Get out your daily math. It is that time of day. Ba-ba-da-ba. Go grab your pencil, your eraser, and I'll switch over to the camera. Alrighty guys and ladies, Tuesday, number one, what is 25% of 100? Now we just finished our percent, decimal, and fraction unit. So you should easily know what 25% is as a decimal. And when you're timesing by 100, you should all remember you can just simply move a decimal over to the right, the number of spots that equals the number of zeros. So remember, this question could look like this. So 25% of 100. 25% in a decimal is 0.25. Of means times, and 100. So remember, when you're timesing by 100, you can move your decimal to the right, the number of times that equals the number of zeros. Number two, multiply 987 times 34. Make sure you use your rules of multiplication. You'll have one line of numbers for your 4, and then put a marker before you do your second row for your 3. Good luck with that, crew. What are the prime numbers between 15 and 25? Now, if you remember, a prime number is any number that only has 2 factors. And I'd like you all to tell me what 2 factors all prime numbers have. So prime number, 2 factors only. What are they? 1 and itself. So the number 1 and whatever number you're talking about are the only factors that a prime number has. Number 4, multiply 59.41 times 1,000. Again, number of zeros gives you a hint as to how many positions you can move your decimal over to the right. So grab that little decimal from between the 9 and the 4, and you're moving it over to the right, the number of places that matches your 0. Number 5, it says you're simplifying this expression. 4 plus 8 minus 70 minus 65. Now remember, order of operations uses the rules of BEDMAS. And I believe we have BEDMAS recorded in the front of your duotang. So if you remember, brackets, exponents, division and multiplication in any order, addition and subtraction in any order, but always from the left to the right. So do number 5 using the rules of BEDMAS. Pause the video, and when you come back, you may have a guest star helping with the answers. Welcome back. Welcome back, guys and ladies. Whew, can't talk. We are going to go over the answers, and I have Marla with me today.
What's cracking?
Oh, lots. Hey, grade 6. All right, number 1, what is 25% of 100? So, remember, I've taught you that you can use your zeros to figure out how to do timesing by multiples of 10. So grab that decimal, move it over 2 spots because 2 zeros. Marla, what's the right answer?
I'm going to guess 25 because the answer's right there.
25, she's correct. She wasn't
There we
even
go.
looking. That's impressive. Alrighty, that's number 1. Take a look at number 2. We were multiplying 987 times 34. Now, what I want you to do is to check the method that you did it with what's on the whiteboard and make sure that you included all the correct steps. So this first row was me timesing 4 by 987, and the second row I put my marker, then I was timesing 3 by each number up above. And then in the end, I add my 2 rows of numbers. So, Marla, without looking at the answer, what was the correct answer?
Oh. I'm gonna guess 4.
Oh, close. 33,558.
I was really close there.
She was. Okay, looking at number 3, what are the prime numbers between 15 and 25? Alrighty, guys and ladies, let's take a look at number 3. We were looking at which prime numbers between, oh my, Marla says, hi, Marla is the best, isn't she funny? So we have a list of all of the factors between 15 and 25. Now our job is to figure out which one of those were prime. Now if you remember, prime ones are ones that only have 1 and itself as a prime factor. So Marla's now going to circle all of the ones that are prime and cross out the ones that were not. Hopefully that's the way you are figuring it out as well, so you can compare when you come back. Alrighty, so the ones that are not prime are crossed off, and Marla has circled the prime ones, so 17, 19, 23, because those only have 1 and itself as a factor. Now an interesting point, if you remember, all even numbers ending in 2, 4, 6, 8, or 0. Take a look at those. So 8, 20, 22, 24. None of those ended up being circled. Even numbers will never, 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 ever be prime because they always have 2 as a factor. So just a little fun fact. Other than 2, you know that 2 is prime because it only has 1 and itself as a factor. So your 3 numbers should have been 17, 19, 23. Marla got that one right. Woohoo! Good girl, Marla. Number 4, you had to multiply 59.41 times 1,000. So again, you could have just been moving your decimal, the number of spots that you had zeros. So 59.41 times 1,000, you're pulling that decimal over 3 spots. 1, 2, 3. And you put that 0 in the spot that doesn't have a digit. So 59,410. Finally, number 5, simplify the expression using order of operations. Alrighty, guys and ladies, we're going to use our rules of BEDMAS. So first of all, we're doing our brackets, the B of BEDMAS. So 4 plus 8, is 12, and 70 minus 65 is 5. So the next part of BEDMAS is your exponents. And we don't have any exponents. So we did our brackets, no exponents, any division, multiplication in order as is, no. Any addition, subtraction, no addition, but yes, we have subtraction. So, well, we already did our addition, pardon me, 4 plus 8, so we did do that one, my error. And then we did our subtracting here. Now simply 12 minus 5, Marla?
4.
No, try again.
7.
Use your fingers. 7 is correct, everyone. You should have had 7 as your correct answer. That's our daily math for today.
See you later.